it's Amber here again from All Night Beauty, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I have done in past videos. Today I am going to be discussing the Sigma F80 flat top kabuki brush right here, and the original beauty blender right here. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I recently put up a blog post, which I'll link down below to that, for they kind of correspond with each other. I'm going to talk about a lot of the same things that I talk about in the blog post, and I'm going to add some things that I didn't necessarily want to put in there because they were kind of hard to explain. It's just one of those things that's easier to explain talking face-to-face than it is, you know, writing it out. At least that's how it is for me anyway. So, alright, so let's go ahead and get started. This is the Sigma Flat Kabuki, the F80 brush, and it looks just like this. It's got the black handle, the silver metal, and then it is just a flat, very dense kabuki brush. And this one is dirty, so forgive me. Let me get my clean one out. That's probably better for me to show the clean one anyways. Okay, so I've got two of them. That's how like obsessed I am with them. But anyway, so these brushes retail, I think they're around $18 or $20 on Sigma's website. There are tons of coupon codes out there from basically anybody on YouTube. I personally do not have any type of coupon code to give, but they're super inexpensive in compared to, you know, how you would spend money on the beauty blender, for example. So anyway, so this is what they look like. I'm going to use the clean one because it's just easier to demonstrate this stuff. But as you can see, they are very dense, have a lot of bristles, they're flat. This works well with cream or powder products. And I will say that I personally use it with cream products. And I always was the person who would apply my foundation with my fingers or just some kind of like cheap little cosmetic sponge that I bought at the drugstore. Then I kept hearing about this, and when I purchased it, it totally changed my outlook on how my foundation was being applied, and I did not feel like that I was getting the full effect of all the foundations that I own every time I applied them. So, with that being said, I kind of did like a little demonstration on my face. That's why I don't have very much blush or bronzer on, but the right half of my face is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. I'm in L48 in case you guys want to know. But it is this foundation. The right half is applied with the flat top kabuki brush. And, sorry, excuse my eyebrows. But, as you can see, it's a very smooth airbrush finish. This, like I was saying, I totally felt like I wasn't getting the full effect of my makeup and how it really was meant to be applied. Every time that I used my fingers or I used just a regular cosmetic sponge, I felt like I wasn't getting the full 100% effect of it. Then I bought this bad boy, and I loved it so much, I bought a second one, just because they are very durable. They're very hard to clean, I will say that. Very, very hard to clean. And they take a long time to dry after you do wash them, so that's why I bought the backup one, because I was like, you know, I want to be able to use this every single day, and if this one gets washed the night before, it's not 100% dry by the next morning when it's time to put my makeup on, so I bought the second one so I could have backup, pretty much. That's how obsessed I am with it. Sigma has great quality brushes. I own several other kinds of their brushes. But I feel like that nothing can compare when applying your foundation to this thing. Like I said, it's around $18. There's tons of bristles in here. They're very dense, very soft. What I like to do is I will dot my foundation on, and then I will take this and I will go in and almost like stipple motion. Just kind of stipple it around to get it all, you know, evenly distributed. and then I'll go back with this same brush and actually buff it in circular motions. And I feel like that, the buffing in part of it is what will give you like the airbrush look that I'm talking about. There's a whole line of these kabuki brushes. They've got a round top one. Here's an angled top. All of these would be great for foundation. This one just happens to be my favorite, and I know it's a lot of other people's favorites out there as well. But I will say that this is great foundation brush. So, moving on. As I kept using that, and I'd been using the F80 for a long time, and kept watching more and more YouTube videos and reading more and more about the famous beauty blender, which looks like this, and mine is filthy dirty because I only own one of them. But basically, it's this pink egg thing, and it comes in a container like this, and it's, when you buy it, it's actually small enough to where it fits down inside here. And it says that it modernizes the way you make up. So, this is basically a sponge. The way it works is when you get it, you put it underneath running water, squeeze out the excess water, and then you apply your foundation with it. And same thing with the foundation. I do the same type of thing. I go and dot it on, and then I go in and I stipple it around. Because this, you are not supposed to rub in circular motions. You're supposed to pat, like almost like bounce it off your face, you know? So, as you, like I said, I did the right side with the F80. So, I did my left side of my face with the Beauty Blender. And let me, sorry, wrong side. Let me go in. Sorry about my acne. This, too, gives a very airbrush finish. I mean, like, looking at me straight on, you can't tell that I use two different applicators to, let me do them on the same side. You can't tell that I use two different applicators to apply my makeup from a distance. And me knowing makeup and how it's applied and that kind of stuff, I can tell the difference. But the average person would not be able to tell the difference if I walked out of the house like this right now. Basically, what the Beauty Blender has an advantage on that the F80 does not is that the water. The water is what allows you to evenly distribute the product over your face. The water also keeps the moisture, is what I'm trying to say. It keeps the moisture on your skin within the foundation. However, with this one, like I was saying earlier, a few minutes ago, I feel like you get what the foundation is truly intended to do with this brush. Whether it's a full coverage foundation, a light coverage, medium coverage, BB cream, whatever you're using on your face, I feel like that this allows you to give the full potential of that product. Like, for example, the Kat Von D that I have right now. This is a full coverage matte foundation. Once you put this on your face, it is not going anywhere. I feel like that this brush helps achieve that, what that product is going for. This, it does keep it full coverage, but it shears it out the slightest bit, and it also takes away that mattifying effect, I feel like. I feel like that if you probably can't really tell on camera, but I feel like that this side of my face is not as matte as, say, this side of my face is. See what I'm saying? This retails at, I got mine at Sephora. I think it's $19.95 for one. You can check on Amazon, though, because I've seen them on Amazon for like 2 for $25, and you get like a cleanser with it. I use just my regular cleanser that I use to clean my brushes, which most of the time is just baby shampoo. I have used that to clean this, and I haven't had any issues with it. I do find that it's very easy to clean, a lot easier than this thing is. So there's an advantage to it in that. They're about the same price, so it's really not that big of a difference. Would I recommend them to you guys? Absolutely. Either one of them are perfectly great products to apply your makeup with. If I could only live with one or the other for the rest of the time that I ever use makeup, I would definitely have to pick the F80. I feel like this is the 100% real deal when it comes to applying your makeup. I feel like that this is what gives you the full intended true intentions of your makeup. Beauty Blender is great. It's not my favorite. I find myself when I'm traveling, when I'm running late for work and I have to put my makeup on at work, this is what I grab. This usually just stays on my makeup table because the inconvenience of having to put the water to it to get it to work is what I don't particularly like about it. But I do like the way it leaves my skin feeling moisturized. I do have to say that. I do like that a lot. So I would recommend either one of them. Definitely, like I said, they're around the same price. Sigma, you can get the discount codes usually from anybody here on YouTube. Sephora usually doesn't really put anything on sale, so you have, the disadvantage there. So, anyways, I hope this was somewhat informative for you guys. I know that when I was trying to decide between the two, and when I bought this one, trying to decide between that one, I really couldn't find that many videos that compared these particular products together because they're two totally different products. One's a brush, one's a sponge. So, I thought it would be kind of cool to do something like that because I know if I'm out there looking for it, I'm not the only one who's out there. I'm sure there's other people out there looking as well. So, I think that I hope that this would be very informative for you guys, is what I'm trying to say, basically. And I'll link my blog post over there. It's written all out, basically the same thing that I said here. Talk about the cleansing, the price, the quality of your application, those types of things. It's all listed in there. I just wanted to do a video because, sometimes people don't really like to read. They like to watch. So, anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave me comments below and let me know which one you like better, whether you like the flat top kabuki or the Beauty Blender. And let me know which one you like better because I'm kind of curious to see what everybody else thinks. So I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me comments. Feel free to subscribe, thumbs up this video. And if you have any other video suggestions, definitely leave them below or send me a message or any of that. All my contact information will be in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, and have a good night. Bye.